Hello! We got patch 0.1.3 that just dropped, like literally like a few minutes ago. I've been out in the woods, like away from technology, cell phone signal, everything for the last week and a half. So I missed out on Gamescom. I heard there's a bunch of stuff there. Are we getting something big, or is this just... We'll go through it here in a second. See the glorious wiener? Nobody has a wiener like my wiener. Alright, patch 013. Greetings, friends. Patch 013 has arrived for all players. Please update your game when you see the patches available. If you do not see the update right away, please try verifying your game files or restarting your console. Thank you all so much for your patience and support. Your feedback, suggestions, and bug reports have been invaluable with helping us build Grounded 2 together. If you continue to experience any further issues, please contact us at Obsidian Support. How big is this? Oh, it's a tiny update. Okay, quality of life updates. Snail shells will now automatically despawn after 24 hours. Can't they decompose into snail shell fragments? Instead of despawning, decompose. Okay? For those of you that haven't really been around much towards the end game, you're able to get the snail shell armor, but you can't farm more pieces to repair it. So eventually, until we get tier 3 Omni tools, we're kind of SOL on using the snail shell armor, unless you dupe your shells, which is rampant currently. Next, added various game repair options for fixing saves. We intended this to be a quick fix while we work on, and when we work on and some major English is hard. I mean, I can't speak it. Down the road. Added a creature reset Whoa, what? A creature reset option? This should move back all creatures to their intended locations. You know how many nights we have mantises stuck under the map that don't respawn when we're farming them? That's cool. There's also a wolf spider up north by the trees that is usually always underground. Added a reset buggy option. This will send the buggies back to the nest no matter the state they are in around the park. Okay. The creature reset option is fantastic. Totally worth the update. Right here. I don't know what else is in here, but this is the best. Added UI about save data limits being capped to 10. In the 1.2 update, we put a limit on the amount of saves a player can have per world. Players before the update can still have hundreds of saves, and we are noticing various performance issues because of this change. We recommend deleting unneeded saves to increase your performance. I've been told this by a credible source. Yeah, so if you go into your save file and you have a shit ton of saves, delete everything that you don't need and just leave the last couple. But it sounds like they're going to have a limit of 10 now going forward. Major bug fixes. We've made significant improvements to game stability. We'll see. With an estimated 30% performance gain compared to the 1.2.1. As we are in early access, we will continue to improve performance and stability throughout development. Crash fixes. Resolved a crash triggered when fleeing from the orc wave. Haven't had that happen. Fixed crashes occurring when accessing various UI menus all the time. Addressed several other crash scenarios. Mass playing around with your inventory. If you have a ton of chests and you are moving things around and sorting and it'll crash. It'll crash! So, move some stuff, save. Move some stuff, save. But maybe that's fixed. General performance improvements were made when opening UI. Oh yeah, much faster. Maybe that's the console thing. It might be a millisecond faster. Ready, go! But it's the same. Okay, back to the notes. Fixed various issues on the back end with not being able to log into your Microsoft account on all platforms. Resolved an issue where certain players could not start the mysterious stranger fight in certain scenarios. Ooh, weird. Fixed a progression break where the passage to Icicles Arena would become blocked after a save and load. I haven't heard of that one either. Resolved an issue where some creatures appeared without textures all the time. Patched several duplication exploits involving buggy inventory. Okay, so going back to the shells. Your SOL. Fixed an issue where consumables used on buggies had infinite duration. I did not notice that. Story quests. Players who complete the mixer. Ooh, what is this? Before doing the Orc Receivers quests, will now have all quests up to Wait There's More be auto-completed upon completion of the mixer. Wait, so if you do the mixer first accidentally, it completes all the other quests for you? I'm reading that right. I don't like this, but maybe I'm not understanding. That's what it sounds like. So we have a second playthrough because we did the mixer. When you do the mixer, it cancels your attacks every 3 days or whatever from the stranger. It also removes most of the orcs from the map. Well, if you're searching for gold cards, it kind of screws you a little bit. So when I saw Mixer, I thought they were going to address that in more of a fashion for us that want to complete more things. But it sounds like if you do it before you do all your receivers, it just completes the receivers. I don't know. I don't like that. But okay. The park. Resources will no longer respawn through player-built structures. Okay, so that's huge. That's huge, mainly for me because I like to build things. And you might know Mediocre Milton, but he and I had a big argument about getting rid of the wiener before I made it the glorious wiener. But I now have to play Abiotic Factor because he said that it's not possible to get rid of it. So we had spent an entire stream framing it in with scaffolding. I filled it up with foundations. It always comes back. So now, I don't know if this applies to food, but if it does, technically I don't have to play Abiotic Factor. We'll see. We'll test it again tonight. But for now, it'll remain the glorious wiener. Oh, there's a sub-note. You will have to chop down resources already growing through your base after the update, but after chopping it down, it should not return. Okay, so we got to play around with the foundations and the scaffolding and just floors and see if all structures remove regrowth. Because, there is no rule about regrowing, whether you leave the stem, whether you cut the stem. There's areas that regrow regardless. There's areas that don't regrow regardless. There's never been a rule. It's always finicky, and I'm tired of hearing it. Orc creatures will now remain stationed at their intended guard posts instead of roaming. We really haven't. There was one scorpion guy up by the statue that roamed a little bit, but other than that, in all of our playthroughs and time, they don't really roam for us. Fixed an issue where players were prompted to repurchase Pebblet Foundations. Yep. Ooh. I have bought Pebblet Foundations 5 times in this playthrough. But maybe it'll go away now. Players should no longer spawn on top of the skybox. Dude! I wish that would have happened to me. I would have made a separate save and walked around the map. Buggies. Removed unused torch UI from the buggy. I can't recall what that is. Subtext. The user can still equip the torch on their buggy. Yep. By holding the V button. For controller, hold left bumper or right. Okay, pet peeve. In the 1.2.1 update, or the previous update, the 0.1.2. So you get on your buggy. Where's your buggy? Come here, buddy. You get on the buggy. Okay. I used to be able to just press V, and then it would light my torch. And then now I have to come over here, and if you click it... Oh, did they fix it in this update? Okay, they fixed it. It used to be that you had to, bring your cursor over, hover, wait, release everything to get the torch. It was so annoying. So annoying. This is slightly better. I can just click it. I don't know. Can we... Ah, cool. So I can hotkey it now, too. Can we just get the old button back, please? Can I just hit the V button? Anyways. Moving on. Combat. Fixed a bug where only 2 mutations were equipped after saving and loading. Oh, God. Every time we loaded into the match or died or crashed or anything after the last update, we always had 2 mutations. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Maybe not. Some people didn't. But yeah, you were being gypped out of 2 mutations if you were rocking 4. Every time you log in, you had 2. It was never the 2 you wanted. Addressed multiple bugs related to losing equipment. I haven't seen any of that. If we did, I didn't know that it was gone. The Mantis should no longer freeze midair during its jump attack. Let's be real. The Mantis needs a complete quality of life overhaul. They need a team of people just to fix the Mantis. The Mantis is a work in progress. Fixed a bug where certain orc creatures' cards could not be retrieved after defeating them. This fix should be retroactive to your save file. Fixed a bug where certain orc creature cards... Oh. Retroactive? I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about here. The game's been out forever, so spoilers, whatever. The final boss has the wolf spider. It's an orc spider. I can't remember the name of the character. But if you don't get your gold card, well, first you have to scan it. If you don't scan it, you're screwed. So we had to do that on our second playthrough as well. As we scanned it, we got it, but we didn't get the gold card. So we're like, crap, how many playthroughs do we have to go to get perfect gold card? Retroactive. It changed it to a gold card because it's a one-time fight. Nice. Was there any other ones? The Orc Cockroach Queen? That might be a one-time fight also in the final room. I think it is. Yeah, in the right side room with the 3 doors you have to unlock. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this also turned into a gold card. Sick. But what about the Orc Mantis? Oh, you can get Orc Mantises at the mixer. Okay. But the one time... Oh, same thing with her. I don't think she was gold either. Nice. The Crow, good luck with that one, but that one's always gold. Done it a few times. Audio, corrected various robotic voice from various teenagers. I think we've heard... Yeah, we've heard Pete, Nerdy Pete, sound different. UI, Rust will now display correctly instead of showing as an invalid harvest node. It says more than that, but now it says... So that was weird because it did say Rust, and then after the last update, it changed it to some invalid something 97 code thing. But it's back to Rust, apparently. Fix the issue where changing the Omni Tool keybind in the settings does not update the UI prompt for the repair action. I've never noticed that. But cool, that's a good fix. And then lastly, resolved the Omni Tool and Interact keybinds were conflicting with each... Ooh, somebody typed these out like overnight. Last thing they were doing before they went into the office this morning. Okay. So the Omni Tool and Interact keybinds were conflicting with each other. They fixed that. Got it. Cool. So two awesome things. The gold cards from the orc creatures. This is dumb. We needed to get the button press back. At least make it a toggle so I can bring it back if I don't want the Hot Wheel. Just a Hot Wheel. And then, 3 things, my bad. The resources. Milton, we're getting the wiener. The wiener's going away. That's going to happen. And then the creature reset option. If it's what I think it is, this is awesome. Awesome. So creature reset, the structures or the plant life and stuff not growing through your structures anymore, which is going to be really cool. I doubt it's going to work with the food, but we'll try it. And then, the orc cards. Sick. Cool. Nice little update. It'd be cool to see these little updates like this every week. They're not going to happen. Or at least monthly updates. And then I have to go figure out what they showed off at Gamescom. I heard that they showed off all the Axel stuff. And the Ladybug Buggy. But anyways, there you go. See you in the next one. Bye-bye now.